What up, what up, what up, what up? Dave Temple. Comedy.com is the website. Alright. What up, Georgia Peach? Naija's in the building. Alright. And they're coming in. It's going to be a fun night. I can already tell. The energy is there. Tuesdays, they do what they do. So, I'm Dave Temple. I'm your host. If you've never been to this show before, Unpopular Opinions. It's the future of late night. I had someone point out last week that with my bandana hanging out of my shirt, I kind of looked like I was practicing Hasidism, and I think that that's the route I'm going to go. Dave Temple is such a Jewish name, and I'm such a hood character. Why not be a hood Hasid? And these are my little curly locks, and I'm going to let my beard grow all the way in and keep my brim flipped up, and I'll be out all night drinking and carrying on. L'chaim, bitches. I like you. Yeah, that's the whole point. I don't like people coming on late night television with suits and button-ups with a tie. Fuck no. We're garbage. That's why we come here. All right? The unpopular opinion. The one spewed by Dave Temple. The bastard of Hasidism, however you spell it. What up, comrade? How you feeling, man?
Yo, what's up, Dave? Hold on. Let me get this thing straight.
Yeah. I realized I was yelling all this time and I didn't have my headphones plugged in, man. So, man, listen, guys. It's Tuesday. Rock out with us tonight. We'll be back Thursday. And then, Friday, we're coming back with a live Zoom show. $5 to get in and talk and be seen. All right. And free to just join and watch the show. But make sure that you're available Friday for the live Zoom show. We got a special guest tuned in. But tonight, it's all about the unpopular opinions. Comrade, where you talking to us from? Where you at, man? You out somewhere riding and listening?
Dave, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. Can you see me, though? Because I always got fucking problems with this goddamn phone or internet. How am I doing?
Yeah, you're good. Why? The light is to your back, though. Like, turn and face that light in front of you so we can see your face.
All right. Thanks, Dave. You're a pro at all this. I wish I can one day get set up like you, but it won't let me go live. It says go live with Dave Temple. Nothing.
I got you. They bounced him out. He left the room. All right. Well, we'll try to get him back in there, but it looks like he may have been bumped out. I do want to go over. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of a. I guess this is an unpopular opinion, but it's also a bit of a quote. You know what I mean? And I just want to start off by saying, we see a lot of crazy people that are out in the streets, barking, talking to themselves, And what do we see when we see that? Oh, that guy's crazy. Oh, that guy's nuts. How about we say that guy's a saint? That guy is a saint. You know why that guy is a saint? Because he didn't download his emotional baggage on anyone else. You understand what I'm saying? Like most people, when we have friends, when we make acquaintances, when we make any kind of relationship with a person out there, all we're doing is downloading our emotional baggage onto the next motherfucker. And it makes everybody else crazy. However, that guy in front of 7-Eleven is on, you know why he's like that? Because he didn't put his emotional baggage anywhere. He's holding it. He's holding all of it on his own, and we should salute that man. Do you understand what I'm saying there, comrade?
Dave, I love it. This is one of the greatest realizations you got a lot of great realizations, but this one is top of the line. And maybe we're like this too, but that's the reason why Jesus never complained, is that he took that, he carried his cross, and I agree with you. Me and you're obsessed, or not obsessed, you like stupidity. I can't stand it, but what we both respect is mental illness. That's what we both respect. So
that's the only person with an excuse. So that's the only person with an excuse. Go ahead. My bad.
I respect the guy who yells at himself and not on social media. I'm with you 1,000%, and I love it. And that is admirable, Dave, because he carries his cross to himself, and he's not on social media talking about his problems, making his problems your problem. So you're spot on with that one, and I love it.
Yeah, now make a wild claim, wild accusation out here, and I kind of feel like your 45th president when I say this. The real, the real baggage slinger out here, the number one baggage slinger, the motherfucker that's not a six shooter, the guy with the Tommy gun that's just shooting baggage all over the place is the fucking American media, baby. The American media, they're the ones making sure everybody's getting everybody's fucking baggage. I just realized the emotional roller coaster that the media has took us on the past 4 months, okay? In the past 4 months, I was supposed to be mad at Chinese people. Then I was supposed to be mad at my own people for not washing their fucking hands. Then I was supposed to be mad at my government for how they handled this situation. But then I was supposed to be mad at China's government for lying and making up some shit. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were supposed to be mad at like hospital workers and people who weren't really handling shit in the hospital. Then it was like bodies going in fucking trucks that were piled up for, we don't even know where the fuck those bodies are anymore. We don't care, right? Then we were mad at police. Then we were mad at black people for looting. Then we were mad at white people for cheering on black people. And like, it's crazy. I don't know who the fuck I'm supposed to be mad at anymore. You know what I mean? And I realized I've been duped. The media is giving me so much emotional baggage. I'm fucking angry. I'm angry, comrade. How are you feeling?
Yeah, dude, don't even get me started, Dave. But just like that guy, that mentally ill guy yelling at the 7-Eleven, you know who he's angry at? Himself. So you scream at yourself. I'm angry at myself all the time, dude. I don't know how people can be racist or hate anybody else. I hate myself so much. It's crazy. I don't have time to be hating other people because I am not living up to my standards. In my eyes, Dave, maybe not the Lord's eyes, maybe not yours, maybe not our viewers' eyes, I'm a goddamn loser and I hate it. And
Now
I need
you
to
know
do
what?
better.
And that you just prompted something new in me that I just realized maybe racism is the smartest way to handle it. Why be mad at yourself when you could just be mad at somebody else for no apparent good goddamn reason? Right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
why look within and then fucking make yourself mad dealing with you when you can just go be mad at somebody else that you don't even fucking know?
Yeah, why don't you just go kneel on somebody, man? I mean, yeah, that's as easy as it is. I know, dude. But Dave, I sometimes I think we get too philosophical on here. I mean, I
Right.
love talking to you, but I mean, I'm down with it. I just
Well,
hope that you
well,
know,
let's break it down.
look how much I hate myself. I'm like, I'm not even going the right way.
Well, as long as you're aware of it, like I'm aware of it, and I'm going to get to the first topic for tonight. Luxury makes you a cunt. I put asshole in the topic, but luxury makes you a cunt. And if you can be aware of that, I think that's the number one thing. You don't realize, Conrad, I just had a rent-a-car situation, right? I rented a car and I went off to go do a show, and the car is a brand new car, but I don't know what was going on. And it turns, it
What kind of
jerks.
car?
Ford Fusion. Ford
Okay.
Fusion. It jerks into turns, and I've had this happen before, where I've had Hertz cancel out me having to pay anything because I was upset or displeased with the car. They did it for me once. Now I expect it all the fucking time. Right? When they first did it for me, they go, "You're a gold member, Mr. Temple, so we got to take care of you." That didn't even mean anything to me the first time they told me I was a gold member until they charged out an entire fucking rental and allowed me to take the car to another location absolutely free of charge. Now, the minute I get the least bit of discomfort with a brand new fucking car that they let me drive away for pretty fucking cheap, I'm like, I want it for free. I want it for free. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
Eh,
And
eh,
are you saying gold member is the white privilege of rental car companies?
No, well, yeah, I guess so. You know what we're talking about, white privilege. Has anyone ever pointed out black privilege to you? Do you know what black privilege is? I just realized my black privilege.
Probably. I mean, I don't really
It's gonna
believe.
sound real stereotypical.
No, I
Dude,
love it.
absolute confidence, big dick energy, can walk up to a girl, be charismatic, whatever, not even give a fuck, dude. Don't even think twice. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I realize there's a lot of white guys who get just uncomfortable at a woman being in the room. You know what I mean? As a black
Sure.
guy, I'm like, hey, I can get it if I want it or not. You know, it's fascinating to me that those issues that'll make a white man shoot up a school, those issues that'll make a white man be upset that his wife might be cheating on him, I don't live in my head that way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I am never in my head, is she satisfied with my mediocre penis? That is not something that
Yeah.
goes off in my mind. And I realize that is a fucking privilege, man. That is a privilege.
Yeah, and I'm with you, and I'm down with it, but you can't sell that to the public. But you definitely do have that. You definitely do have. I mean, Dave, you're the. I swear, like I say, I hate myself. I wish I could be you. I wish I could be. I wish I had your qualities. We talk about this all the time. Like you're a guy. You like ideas like I do, and then you find a little like positivity, Dave. There's no positivity. I have I have white privilege on tilt, if you want to say so. I don't really believe in that. I mean, I sort of do, but not. That's a different discussion. But it's like, I wish I was better at other things and wish that I had better qualities. Yo, I'm a negative motherfucker. And
How
that's
tall are you, comrade?
I'm 6'3", and Dave, look at my haircut. It's a great haircut. It's a great haircut.
It's a great haircut. How's your piece, man? How's your package hanging, man?
It's good. It's good. It's above average.
Start acting like it, buddy.
But Dave, between the ears, I think too much. Like, yo, you ever see that movie Road Trip?
Yeah, yeah.
So at the end, they're smoking weed. There's this really smart guy, and he's smoking weed with this old guy, and he's like, you know what your problem is? You're all brains, not enough cock and balls. So that's what I am. And not that I'm that smart, but I'm too much brains. I need to bring down the energy into the cock and balls, you know? And hey, maybe that's a black privilege. It's like, you know, take the energy from, don't make it. And we talked about this, how I think black people have more peace of mind than white people. And maybe that's it. It's like, okay, I got between the ears all set. I don't need to make it too crazy. I don't need to add too much salt to that soup.
Yeah.
I can bring it down. I mean, this is more complicated issues than we're talking about, but for comedic purposes, I'm with you, Dave. You're making very good points, and
So let's break it back down to something simple. This was something you put in the docket. I love it. I can't wait to hear it. Disco does not suck. Talk to me.
Okay. Let me flip this back onto you, Dave. Do you think disco sucks?
No, I don't actually.
Okay.
I know that was the popular thing to go along with, and that it disco kind of fucked up live music and live recordings. But I think it sounds pretty good.
Do you know people who hate disco, or they just say it?
I know people who say they hate it. I don't know if they really hate it.
Yeah, they are. I don't know how they polluted people, but that's the kind of times that we're in now. If you can make people hate disco, Dave, you can make them hate anything.
Ooh.
Because look at disco. You've been to weddings before, of course. 1 out of 4 songs are disco. Disco comes on, everybody has a good time. Where's the negativity in disco? Where's the corniness and I don't get it.
It's the gay sex, I think. I think the gay sex is what added to the negative stigma of disco.
Okay. All right. You know what?
Straight guys were okay with prancing around with pants up to their nipples until gay dudes started doing what they were doing, and they were like, "Ew, no, that's not me."
So what you're saying is that disco was appropriated from the alpha male, and then it became. I shouldn't use these phrases that much, but disco is so great. It makes me feel when I put it on, like that's the one time. And I'll say this: I'm a guy who's like negative between the ears. In my mind, I'm negative, but you put on disco, man, Dave. I'm having a great time.
Exactly, and that's the thing. If gay people ruin disco with their energy, we need to change that way of thinking. We need to do more of what gay people are doing. Gay people are always having a good time. They're enthusiastic about life. even the fact that their month got shut down, right now is Gay Pride Month and all that. First of all, kudos to the gay people for getting the best month, fucking June.
Yeah.
June. Do you understand how long black people have been complaining about Black History Month being in February and did nothing about it? All this time, June was wide open. June was wide the fuck open. We did nothing.
Dave, that's a great point. Would you like to take June from gay people, or what do you think?
Well, we
Like,
can't now. We can't. I mean, we can, but
June,
it'd be bad press.
let me ask you this though: is June too hot?
No, June is when it should have been Black History Month. We have Juneteenth coming up, right? You know what Juneteenth is?
I'm embarrassed. People ask me stuff all the time. Do you know what this is? People ask me what date D-Day was in Pearl Harbor, and I didn't know it, and I'm so embarrassed. So, forgive me.
Yeah,
I'm so pathetic.
Juneteenth is an estimate somewhere between the 17th and the 19th of the date that black slaves were freed in America, right? So, it took a little while for the word to travel, kind of like the stimulus
Right.
checks and, unemployment, all that kind of shit like
There was
that.
no Twitter. There's no Twitter then.
No. So we're not sure which day it was, but that's the day. And we should be celebrating that all month long. Blacks are free to do whatever the fuck we want. And somehow we ended up with February and we complained about it, but we didn't do anything. And the gays do their paperwork. Did you know that? That's the difference between gays. Like, if we should have let gay people organize Black Lives Matter, because gay people would have gotten permits, they would have gotten police riot rails, they would have had floats, they would have done everything. Black people, we just get upset and we just march. You know what I mean? And you got to get your permits. That's it. That's the difference between a
I
march
agree.
and a parade is a permit. And gay people do the paperwork to make it a fucking parade. And we need that. We need more of that.
God damn, Dave, you're on fire. I love this. I want to help. I kind of stay out of things these days because I don't know what the hell's going on, and I'm a very ignorant's the wrong word, but I have no idea what's going on. I don't read the news or I don't listen to the news. But I want to help make June the new Black History Month.
You do? All right. Well,
But wait. Do we call it Black History or do we call it something else? Because how about you learn the history in February, but then in June it's celebratory. So how about Black Celebratory Month?
like Black Pride Month. I could go with that. Black Pride Month. You see, there's a lot going on because there's also now you're impeding on the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I don't know what the significance is for Puerto Ricans in June, other than I think they just like warm weather. But black people. You've seen it. You've seen it during the riots and the protests. The reality is, and I'm sorry to say this publicly about my people, you cannot please black people. You cannot please black people. White people got out there and was like, "We with you." They was like, "Sit down, Whitey." They was like, "Okay, sit down. Don't say anything. Just help tweet out what the black people need us to see. Stop tweeting, Whitey. You're ruining the message."
Yeah.
They're like, "Okay, hey guys, stop tweeting. Your silence will not be forgotten, Whitey." Like, there's nothing you can do.
Right. Dave, let me ask you this. Can you feel? How'd you put it? Can you feel pleased at a certain point? Can you feel like, all right, man, I think things are on the right path? Or in general, like, if something happens, like say I get my grandfather to get June as to be Black Celebratory Month, or I don't know. I feel like you're a simple man, not in a bad way, that you feel like you can feel pleased or you can feel fulfilled in certain ways. But I that's putting words into your mouth. Like, how do you feel? Like, what do you need in the next 8 months, whatever it may be?
For me, it's just funding. I'm trying to get my unemployment to kick in so that I can throw it all in the stock market.
Okay. But what about seeing yourself as part of a group? Like, what do you feel like? I don't know. Here's the weird. I don't even think that you. I think that's why me and you get along, and that's why comedians are the way that they are. To a large degree, it's like, yeah, we're part of that group, but we're not that. I don't speak for that group.
I'm not a part of the group at all, dude. I'm in the bleachers watching. I'm watching. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just ran down watching how angry everyone was mad at something that their phone told them to be mad at for the past 4 months. Do you understand me? Like this past 4 months has been like an episode of Black Mirror, right?
Yeah.
All we've done in the past 4 months was get to see exactly who the fuck we are and what makes us that way. Okay, police officers have had to take a look at their own behavior. Asians have had to look at themselves. You know what I mean? White people have had to look at themselves. Black people have had to look at themselves. This past 4 months has just seemed like a social experiment to be like, hey, dude. And I am on the side watching, like, this is fucking hilarious. And I would love to find more people like me, which I think that is the constituent that's here in this
Yeah.
live tonight, that are like, yeah, man, what else? Let us know how you see it. Because I'm curious how you guys see it and the way in which your unpopular opinions. Because I can't be alone in this shit. I can't be alone, like watching this shit. Like, this is fucking ridiculous, right? This past 4 months is like going to a wedding, but the groom was gay, and you see it, and you're like, no one's gonna say anything. Like, no one's
Yeah.
gonna say anything about this gay
Yeah.
guy getting married. You know what I mean? And people they're okay with, like, shut up, man. He's not gay. Like, he's gay. You say it.
Yeah, but that's what's like. You have it better. You do a better job than me of it. Like you're like sharper with that. But like you're such a slit. You're like 0.01% of this thing. And it's like, how the hell are you gonna get other people to come along? Like that's like the metaphor of like killing Jesus. Like if you scratch your head, it's like, wait, why did they kill Jesus? I don't quite get it.
Why
So
not? It was Sunday. We was bored. Why
yeah,
not? Dude,
you gotta.
when I was
You
a
got.
kid, when I started hanging out on the wrong side of the tracks with the tough kids, the real tough kids, you know what the tough kids used to do on a Friday night? They would just beat the fuck out of one guy for no fucking reason.
Oh no, what
Because
was
they
his
were
name?
bored, huh?
What was his name?
It was anybody. Anybody could
Just
get it.
any guy.
Yeah, like you'd just be standing there and you would literally go, you know what? Ugh, and everyone would just start punching and kicking that guy. Why? Because we are bored. I was out yesterday and I was explaining to my friend, I said, I stopped I stopped focusing on conversation and kind of look over someone's shoulder if I see a group of 5 or more dudes approaching. More than 5 dudes is a fucking problem, right?
Yeah.
The energy is just because you have nothing to do. When you're 6 dudes and there's no sports involved, you're not going to find 6 girls to fuck. So 6 guys with that kind of energy, it's not going to work. And here's the crazy thing. It only applies to straight dudes. Doesn't apply to straight girls. Doesn't apply to gay men. Anybody else can be in groups larger than 6. 6 straight guys together without a sport or a vagina involved, they're looking for trouble and they're going to fucking find it.
Yeah, it's called the revolution at that point in time. They're trying to, dude, that's interesting. Do you know what's up with those guys now? Like, do you know anything about any of the people in that group that were just beating each other's asses for no reason?
One is just married and chilling. You know what I mean? He works kind of blue collared, and I keep up with him. But everybody else, I have no idea where those guys are, and I have no idea why I let those guys beat on me for so long just to hang out with them and have acceptance. Like, I dumbed down myself to fit in. That was my last time doing that as a teenager, hanging out with kids who did shit that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I didn't intervene because I didn't want to be singled out. So
Right.
I totally understand when I see behavior like what we saw a couple weeks ago, where you have a cop who's doing something fucked up and another cop is not going to say shit because, like, well, I don't want to be left out of this group. I don't necessarily agree with this shit, but what the fuck? I just got here. You know what I mean? I want friends and acceptance. So, I'm not going to say anything. I'm with these guys. I'm not
Right.
with these other people. And we've seen that time and time again.
And it's hard as shit to have a backbone because you're going to get kicked out of one group. You might find another group where you might not.
Right.
And that's my problem nowadays. People don't have backbones. My friend said this funny thing today. I hope I get it right how he said it. By the way, I'm in a mud parking lot in South Carolina, Dave.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I escaped New York. I just had to get out. My buddy was like, hey, you want to go on a road trip? I was like, yeah, I got to get the fuck out of here. It was like New York is on lockdown. the freedoms are gone. And you know what? I'm liking the people here down south because they're all
They're all right with me, straight shooters.
well, so, on the surface, you know what I mean? Like what they talk about in bars. I'm like, yeah. But if I had to go back to their house and they treat me to some sweet tea and they're like, here's what I really think, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm down with this. But he
Exactly.
said
Now,
that
would you, if you got invited to drink some sweet tea and hear some sweet racist literature, some sweet nectar of the gods of the white hate gods of hatred, would you correct that, or do you just kind of nod throughout the weekend until the shit is over?
I think I would do the same thing that you do, and I've seen you do this before. I think I would laugh in their faces. Like, because Dave, I've never convinced anybody of anything in my entire life. It's like, what am I going to sit them down and lecture them about how they're wrong? I would just be like, this is fucking ridiculous. But I got a good story for you. I met a guy, went to a cigar. You know, it's a good place to have conversation with people is a cigar store, a cigar lounge, because when you're boozing, it's like it escalates too quickly and people start saying all types of nonsense. But in a cigar, so I sat down in a cigar lounge for like three and a half hours, and I talked to the guy. And this sounds like a lie. I don't know if it is, but it sounds funny enough to me. His relative was the first person killed in the Civil War down in South Carolina. So I was like, that's
Wow.
interesting. Yeah.
Wow, that is an
Yeah.
interesting stock to have too. Like that's like a weird stat. Like, you know, and this is an unpopular opinion, but it is a weird stat. Like even for like guys like George Floyd to be like, you died due to police brutality during the fucking coronavirus outbreak. Like you dying of natural causes during the fucking coronavirus outbreak is kind of embarrassing. But to die like the first guy to die in the Civil War, shit. Like someone had to be first.
Yeah.
But
How much you spend a lot of time in the South? Like
me?
yeah.
Nah, not really.
You would love it, dude. I'm telling you, you could come down here and be like, you could be the governor of a state down here for sure. Because people would say some shit to you like, we got problems with this and we hate this and this, and be like, and you just be smiling and be like, yeah, I know, but we're never gonna fix that. So bring up your next point. Like,
well, it's not even that we're not going to fix it. We are going to fix it. It's just not going to be fixed in our lifetime. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing that I want people to understand, man. It's not going to be in our lifetime, baby. You know what I mean? We're making strides. Look, you and I, we got a talk show right now. You know what I mean? I'm a black guy with a do-rag on my head talking to a white guy in South Carolina via Wi-Fi. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, this is the future, baby. This is the fucking future. You know, we're getting there. Yes, there's still a lot of racism and all of that shit. What's the name of the bridge that connects Harlem to Queens? It's like the shortcut to get from Queens into Harlem and the Bronx.
It used to be the Triborough Bridge, but now it's the RFK Bridge, which don't get me started, Dave.
Exactly. But for it to no longer be the Triborough Bridge and to be known as the Robert F. Kennedy Bridge, everyone who has ever known it as the Triborough Bridge has to die. They all have to die before New Yorkers start calling it the Kennedy Bridge. All of the implants and the new people.
Listen, I'm changing June. We're changing it to some 14 black celebratory
Black month.
We don't know yet. We gotta figure out the verbiage to that, but we're changing it to that because June needs some spice to it. And dude, the Triborough Bridge is perfectly named, Dave. It goes through three fucking boroughs: Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. Triborough, and they changed it to RFK. And the Queensboro Bridge went to Queensboro. They changed it to fucking, what's that guy's name? They changed it to some mayor's name. Cisco will straighten me out on this. Who they changed it to?
Ed Koch Bridge. Yeah.
Ed Koch Bridge, right? Yeah. So, but here's the thing. It was perfectly named. It went to Queensboro. It went through three boroughs. Dave, it's like saying, I show you a potato peeler, and I say, all right, well, in my term here, we're going to change the name from a potato peeler to a Nancy Reagan. It doesn't make any sense. It peels potatoes. Leave it as a potato peeler. And these people are getting out of control.
Stop
Dave,
renaming shit.
I'm so fired up right now. I'm about to run back to the Northeast like Forrest Gump, and I'm about to start making some changes.
All right, we'll see you when you get back. Let me go ahead and get the next unpopular
All right,
opinion,
get Cisco
man.
out there to straighten it out.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's called the Queensboro Bridge for a reason because it goes to Queens. So how the fuck change it to the Ed Koch Bridge? What's next? The Brooklyn Bridge becomes the I don't know, the Battery Tunnel Bridge. What's going on,
Hi.
love? How you doing?
How are you? Thank
I'm
you so
all
much for
right.
having me.
Yeah, so we got the lovely Elana Love in here. All right.
Hi.
Yeah, what is your unpopular opinion this week, beautiful?
Mine, since obviously you know which industry I'm in, the porn industry.
Oh, yes, the porn industry.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I find it really ridiculous when people think that I love dick pics, so they send it to me all the time. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with it. Do you want me to, like, lick it through the phone? Do you want me to, like, rate it? Like, what do you want me to do with it?
Do you? So you're saying dick pics in the inbox does nothing for a porn star? You
No, absolutely not.
fucking
Like, I'm like, I don't understand what you want me to do with it.
newsflash.
Don't send dick pics. If I want it, I promise you I'll ask for it.
Right. Yeah. You can get dick. Like I just you're here because you've seen me with dick. What
Right.
made you think I need more dick?
And especially a picture. Like, I understand guys are visual and stuff and everything, and like you love seeing pictures, but a dick pic does nothing for me. Like, it's all about the angles and like how proper the lighting and everything. Because it's funny, people are just like, "Oh, so what do you think of it?" I'm like,
Right.
"What? Go
So
on my OnlyFans and like I'll rate it for a
so
charge
so
for
you've
a fee."
never seen any dick pic that made you have to respond or anything. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll be honest with you. No. I like I like real dick. I don't like picture dick. I like real dick.
Okay, so is it a better gesture to cut off your penis and mail it to Elana Love physically, like the real
Or
penis
just
in a
do a
box?
clone of Willy. I don't know. Do clone of Willy. Like, you know, you saw the toy where you mold it, you mold your penis and like it becomes a vibrator.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just
Oh, wow.
don't send me those, but yeah, you could do that.
Wow. All right, can I ask you a question? I know I hate when people have
Absolutely.
porn stars on and ask them this. Have you ever participated in a scene that was so ridiculous? Like you knew, like, oh my, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard anyone say, and you go like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it anyway, like just for the money.
I did. It was when I first started years ago. It
Uh-huh.
was for a Mormon site.
This whoa. Mormons have their own porn sites?
I mean, they rebelled against the Mormons and they got out of the whole Mormon thing, so they decided to make a porn company out of it.
Uh-huh.
So to me, I just found this so ridiculous. Like, you're rebelling against the Mormons, but yet we have to dress like the Mormons and act like the Mormons, but have sex.
So you dressed up as a Mormon to have sex in
Yeah,
a
like,
scene.
and it was the 90s degrees and everything, like all buttoned down and like a skirt and everything. It was just, and the girl that I was shooting with, because it was a girl scene, she actually played the part. She was hairy as shit. Like, she didn't shave or anything. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, wow, I know this is a Mormon site, but really, like, you couldn't shave?
Yeah. Nah, she went on full authentic. Okay. So here's another interesting opinion. You're voting for something to be shaved. So you'd rather be bald than have a beard?
There is no hair on me whatsoever. The only hair I like on me is the hair on my head. That's
Wow.
the only thing I like on me.
Okay. And what age are we talking about where you make this decision? Like, did you go through your teens with hair and
I
into your
was
twenties?
as soon as I started shaving, I was like, no, I don't like hair, so I'm just gonna start shaving everything off.
Huh. And that
Yeah.
doesn't bother you? Like
Oh no.
I like
Oh, so
hair.
you like a bush?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's damn. And I thought I had a chance with you.
No, I mean, I would make you grow it out. I'd make you grow it out for it. I just need to know you're an adult.
People
I know
try.
you're an adult.
You know I'm an adult. You know
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
But people tried, like, companies have tried. They're like, would you, like, grow a bush? And I'm like, I can't do it. As soon as I see a hair on my body, I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
I guess so. It's just like, you know, you don't, well, for me, I'm like having a little bit of a distinction between like, okay, this is leg and
What you
this is pubic region. You know what I mean?
Nah, like I can't. Like not there can't be any hair on my body. Just like for a guy, for me, I don't like the guy to be like hairy where I have to like look for his dick and everything. Like, oh, there you are, like go swimming and trying to find it and stuff, and like, oh, there you are, and like get a hairball in my mouth and like floss my teeth with it. No, I don't like that either.
Well, but you'll do a scene with a hairy guy, right?
If the money's right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? Everything has a price to it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess it does cost a fucking hairy guy, but okay. So no.
But thankfully, I've never had a hairy guy.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Ah,
I'm good.
Cool.
And you don't look like the hairy type. So
Who, me?
Yeah.
I could grow some hair. I try to shave it off every now and again. I like but you know, you get the beard. You see my little
I like
Hasidic.
the beard. I love the beard.
You like this? All right, I think I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. All right, you know,
I love the beard.
Come on back to New York and see what that's hitting for. All right?
Absolutely. I can't wait for everything to open up.
It's opened up yesterday, man. We're first wave as long as we're working. So
no, my wave is the last wave because I'm in the club industry.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we can still make videos, right?
That's true. Let's do it.
All right,
You're in Philly, I'm in Jersey. Come on.
All right. Thank you so much. Where can they find you at, love?
Thank you. You can find me on _Elana Love _ Twitter, Elana Love XXX.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Oh, man, that is crazy, man. Like, I say, well, how do y'all feel, man? What do y'all like, bald or beard, man? The people that are in the comments, let me know. Drop a heart, you know, if you like them bald. Drop a comment if you like the beard. You know what I mean? I'm just, I like a grown woman. You know, I like hair. You know, keep that beard, Dave. My shit grows patchy. What up? Here's another fine beard and comedy in here, man. Look at this guy. Nice strong beard on this man. What's happening, Tom?
Well, I mean, I had a joke that I worked on all day. I was going to tell it, but I didn't know I was going to be following a porn star. So you're not getting this joke anymore. You can go fuck yourself.
Okay, well, what's your unpopular opinion, Tommy?
Listening to you two goddamn fucking going back and forth flirting. I'm trying to take this serious. This is the low point of my life, right?
And what do you mean it's a low point of your life? This is great, man.
You and her are going to make a video.
I'm sorry, man. Me and Conrad were talking about this earlier. It's black privilege. You understand what I'm saying? That I can talk to a beautiful German, what is she, Russian or some shit like that. Yeah, have you ever watched her videos? She's great.
No, I don't think so. Maybe, who knows?
What's your unpopular opinion this week, buddy?
All right. I don't know if you heard about this. You've seen this racism. You heard about this?
Racism? What is that?
Yeah, you heard about that? I just think there are plenty of jobs. This isn't the unpopular part. It's coming. I think there's like plenty of jobs racists shouldn't have, and at the top of that is like being a cop. But I think we should like find specific jobs for racists, because if we fire these people and like shun them from society, they'll just become more racist, and then racism never dies. Like maybe like if all of the racists become like garbage men, I think that would be a good job for racists. Because like you can't get mad at a racist garbage man. You know, they're picking up trash all day.
Yeah. He's got a right to be racist. Yeah.
Yeah, and picking up trash all day is like a fun thing to do while you murmur something racist.
like the seven dwarfs and shit, right?
Yeah.
Hi ho. You know what? But I've always felt that way too. Like when you have low jobs, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. I'm a firm believer, if you make under $28,000 a year, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
What do you mean?
Because you're poor. So, like, you can't, someone who makes $28,000 or less should be allowed to be racist. Why not? What's holding that person back?
Well, see, that's the problem too. Yeah, because it does suck to just give racist people shitty jobs. So I think we should also find jobs for them. Like maybe like even this, like we should like put all the racists in a specific branch of the government instead of like in the military. Like instead of sprinkling them all over the place like they are now.
Yeah.
Like like all of the Navy is racist.
On a boat just floating around.
Yeah, like that's why like when we don't want them around, we can just push them out to sea.
I love you treating the racists like a grandparent that is like, okay, we've had enough of you this Christmas. Someone take grandpa home.
Yeah. Their new slogan could be, we're asking if you're racist and we want you to tell. But no, I see, like, I know that sucks though too, because like you said the 28,000 thing, like if you make less than like 28,000, you should be racist, and you know that people are racist because they're low income and low educated. You know what I mean? I said that weird, low educated.
Yeah. Well,
So
also that's the thing. Let's try to get a definition real fast on racism, just to make sure we're on the same path of what racism is. Do you consider racism making a joke about another ethnicity that's not you?
We're comedians, so it's different. And I think like a racist joke necessarily doesn't mean that you're racist. I think if you're one of those people who like isn't a comedian and you're just going around everywhere telling racist jokes, then yeah, you probably are racist. If you enjoy one every now and then, maybe not. But if you're like going around like, hey, did you hear this one all the time? Then yeah, you're probably racist.
Okay.
There's levels.
Look, I'm a firm believer. Unpopular opinion. It's not racist if it's funny. Fuck it. Sue me. All right. I should make that a t-shirt. It's not racist if it's funny.
I think that something could be funny and racist at the same time. You know,
but comedy trumps racism for me. Comedy outbeat like
because we're comedians,
right? So, and that's what I'm saying. Like racism to me isn't even rejecting someone from a club. Isn't even rejecting someone from employment based on their race, because the reality is you might not be comfortable here. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I am with a bunch of dudes from my neighborhood and I know how they act, and I go, Tommy, you might want to sit this one out as the only white guy. I'm not being racist. I'm protecting you from an environment that is not going to work for you. You know what I mean? To
be fair, there was no chance I was coming to that.
But I'm just saying,
you didn't have to tell me.
To me, the only way it's racist is if it's like, hey, we're coming to do you fucking harm. Like, my intention is to do you harm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we come from Philadelphia, so we're around race. I think that talking about race and, like, gleaming the cube or, like, doing it, like, race, things about race can be funny. I think if people are, like, there's nothing funny about, like, someone just being racist, though. Like, if you're just, like, being racist, that's not funny, unless you're really funny and you could maybe figure it out. But, I mean, you would still feel bad after it, maybe. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I feel like someone just being racist without any tact behind it, that's like physical humor. That's like Charlie Chaplin. You know what I mean? It's like watching Charlie Chaplin just fall down and do, slapstick comedy.
He did have a Hitler mustache.
Exactly. Like, you're not even going to try. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe going back to, like, jobs racist, maybe, like, for lawyers, all of the prosecutors are racist and all the defense attorneys aren't racist.
Ooh. Or woke Black Lives defense attorneys.
Yeah, or maybe flip it to confuse everybody. Like, Your Honor, my client is innocent, but I don't want him to date my daughter. I do declare. Flip it, baby. Confuses everybody.
Yeah. So who do you think is the most racist at this point? Like, is it white people? Is it black people? Is it Asian people? Is it African people? Who are the most racist group that you've seen or had any kind of experience with?
That I've had experience with?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Definitely, probably like people. Do you encounter racist people in Roxborough?
I don't, but I know they exist. Look, you know what's funny? I should do a show or something. I would love to get my neighbor on here. My neighbor's a cop. You know what I mean? I got a young white cop as a neighbor. And we like, you know, we see each other in the morning like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Regardless of everything that's going on. So
yeah.
I think, to be honest with you, Chinese people, most racist fucking race on the planet, okay? The most racist. They do not, they don't have any tact in them to hide their disgust. You understand what I'm saying? And Chinese people, I like the fact, I love the fact that they know exactly what they're doing. Like, they come to the hood to take advantage of the black man and his disposable income. You know what I mean? And they just go, yeah, come on. Like, they don't try that shit in white neighborhoods. They don't try to get over on the white man 25 cents at a time, one loose cigarette at a time. You know what I mean?
There's Chinese restaurants everywhere, but yeah, maybe not the delis.
Right. They're not selling white T-shirts and soap and trash bags. And not like they are in my
providing a service to your community. That's what they're doing.
No, they know what we are.
That's why they're with you.
Yeah,
I can't believe I have less views than porn stars. Comedians are the least respected people in the fucking world.
What are you talking about?
The last girl who was just on before me had 11 views, and now we're down to 6.
Oh, yeah. Well, probably because we're talking about race and not porn. I mean, that's the way it is, you know.
I know. People are fucking stupid.
Yeah. All right. Well, way to break the fourth wall. Way to break the fourth wall and focus on the numbers as opposed to just the content, baby. We'll post this shit. We'll post the best of late and then work it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. We'll just cut that part out.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Only 5 people are watching, so
more people gonna come in. More people gonna see the shit later.
I know. I'm saying that's for them, though. We cut that part out.
Someone said, "Show your tits," and more people might come in. Georgia Peach said that.
No,
where can they find you at, Tommy? Where can they find you at?
Cassidy Comedy on Twitter and Instagram.
All right.
So there I am, dog. Thanks for having me.
All right.
You.
No doubt, man. Love you, Tommy. All right. Take care.
Let's make a video sometime, Daddy.
I got you, man. We'll make that video. All right. That'll be dope, though, yo. If I make a video with Elana Love, that's gonna be pretty dope. You know what I mean? Would you guys pay to see that? Like, if I join the OnlyFans and that's the only thing I load up is just a picture of me and Elana Love, would you guys go see that? Aaron Berge, what's happening, baby? Stick around. I'll get you in here. Would you watch me do a video with Elana Love, Cisco?
Yo, what the fuck? Really? First of all, you don't even acknowledge the do-rag, man. I'm in solidarity with my brothers and sisters out here. Kupi Kente over here in this piece, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here kneeling this shit, and you trying to get some white pussy? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? There's a lot of black women out there trying to get some Dave dick, and you just jumping over there going to a lot of love, trying to... How you gonna clout chase on this show? How you clout chasing, Dave? Why you clout chasing pussy, man?
I was doing a
That's
segue.
fucked up.
I'm doing a segue. Just
yo, you like my waves?
I don't know how long it takes. You getting waves on a bald ass head. I love it.
Nah, man, nah. This is real hood shit. This is, you know, you say you got your hat on. This keeps the sweat. If you bald, this keeps the sweat. I just got this. My friend Chino put me up on this. He's a fellow fat dude. Shout out to Chino. Yeah. So he was telling me like, yo, you put this on, and then you don't sweat through your hat. Your shit doesn't look fucked up.
Okay.
That's what that is. Yeah, I got this. I got a bunch of shit, man, because I can't walk around in the sun, man. I tried it once and I burnt the shit out of my head. So I gotta up my hat game. You know. What's good, B? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. You know, we are off the lockdown. I think, you know.
Phase 1.
Yeah, I've been
Phase 1.
Outside. We don't care about the coronavirus. Like I said, we don't care about those dead bodies that they were loading up in tractor trailers. We don't care about none of that shit, man. And I'm happy to not care about it. I'm happy to move on like a 5-year-old who had no memory of anything that happened
with a new toy?
Yeah.
With a new toy? You forget the uncle that lived with you is dead? You forget that shit? Because you got a new transformer? Oh, shit, tight. That's me. Woo! Let's get a little too personal there.
What's your popular opinion this week, man?
Yo, you know what here's the thing, man. People put me in positions where I gotta defend other people. Let's just say, here's my unpopular opinion, man. People fucking change, all right? You are not what you tweeted fucking 17 years ago or whatever the fuck you did.
Yeah.
So like, if you said some wild racist shit, I'm gonna take a chance and believe maybe, I don't know, maybe you evolve. Maybe the younger person than you know, because I'm seeing all these little kids with the little black faces shit on. Now, I'm not defending them. I'm not defending them. They should get the shit smacked out of them.
Yeah.
Because they should know better.
Yeah.
But some of them is, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, you know, like not everybody who does that shit. There's some of them are still kids. You know what I mean? A picture lasts forever, but you don't know what led up to that picture. So I'll try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It's been real fucking hard, too, because, like, if you on Facebook, everybody's wild with the fucking comments and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you seen the memes going around about Floyd and, like, oh, but he was this, he was that. He was like, yo, chill. Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever it is,
I haven't
you know?
seen it. I mean, I know they was going to do that. You know what? That's actually something that I want to do, too. I want to explore on here, man. Go ahead, finish up your point, but I want to ask you a question.
Just if you like 15, there's got to be like a statute of limitations on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the same way, like, because you can't, you know, like, how long is somebody supposed to be punished for his fucking like Louis C.K.? It's like, oh well, you know, he jerked off in front of bitches. Yeah, but he didn't rape them. He didn't chop them up. Like, at what fucking point do we just start going, oh well, he's a bad person, so we just forever?
No,
forever, ever?
7 years.
Come on.
Just like your credit report comes off in 7 years, man.
Yo, people remember, man.
Right.
People remember. They want to be real quick with that shit too. Oh no, he's canceled. The fuck out of here.
That's like, remember, if you broke a mirror, you got what, 5 or 6
7 years bad luck. 7 years.
You know
7 years bad luck.
7 years is the number. You know what I mean? Anything beyond 7 years, we can't talk about that shit. The IRS can't even audit you for shit that you did more than 7 years ago. So how the fuck are we dealing with tweets? Twitter is what, 14 years old or something like that now?
Yes.
Yeah, man. First of all, fuck Twitter for keeping that shit up there. Delete that shit. What are you holding on our old offensive tweets for? What the fuck is the matter with you, man? Like,
So maybe when you old, you see now, you want to go back and remember the hate. You know what I'm saying?
nah. Twitter's supposed to be like drinking in the woods, man. Like, hey, it's out there. As soon as the campfire goes out, all of that shit is over, right? It's like Brokeback Mountain. What we did up there in that trail doesn't matter down here in the real world.
Yeah. I'll take somebody's actions over their online presence. You know what I mean? Because nobody, like, even when I see people, nobody said that shit like person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People get caught up. People get brave. They want to talk spicy and shit. I get it, you know, but like I'm trying to be a more mature, responsible adult. And that's my unpopular opinion, because apparently I'm like one of the few motherfuckers trying to do that. Like, it's wild. Like, it's wild. Like, people are saying crazy shit. And it's just like, yo.
So let me ask you this. If you were to be killed tomorrow, right?
Right.
And it's a controversial death, what would the people praise you for, and what would the people use to slander your character?
Oh, easy. Remember what was it, 3 years ago when I had to change my name and everything because that lady lied and said that I was making fun of her? They gonna. I'm already pre-canceled. Why you think I don't give a fuck? I've already had the death threats. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
Joe Murphy for life. Google that.
I remember.
You know about that shit? Yeah. Remember Joe Murphy?
So
yeah.
Fill the room in. Why did you have to go by Joe Murphy?
I had to change my name because there was a lady in the club one night. Actually, this is like 3-4 years ago already. 3 years ago? 4 years ago. And she comes in, it's the late show, and I think she has face paint on because it's Pride Week. Had just started, first weekend of June. So I thought, oh, that shit is dope. So I get on stage, and the crowd's dead. So I started playing around with the crowd. I said, oh, you look awesome. You look like a Thundercat. That's all I said. That's all I said. She got up and left. She left the club and shit. I didn't say nothing. Nobody told me nothing. And then she went on Facebook and was like, yo, the comedian, he was horrible. He called me a beast. And he said, I need to be in the zoo. And I was like, and I didn't know none of this was happening. None of this was happening. You know. So when I was done for the night, the doorman was like, yo, I think you in trouble. I was like, yo, whatever. He told me what happened. that she was mad. I was like, oh, somebody should have told me something. I would apologize. I put a little tweet out like, yo, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right, right.
And then that was it. Oh, they was in my DMs. They was calling the club and shit.
Oh,
She's from like
wow.
South. Yeah. They was legit just like, well, we're gonna have to go up to South Dakota and teach you some manners and shit. Like I took some time off from the club, and then I came up with the persona, and I just switched everything up. South Dakota. Yeah.
They act like that?
They were from South Dakota. They was wildin'. It was a white woman.
Don't you
Yo,
come.
dude, I got Karen.
Don't come.
I got Karen. That's real shit.
Karen told you don't come to Sioux Falls.
Yo, she lied, bro. She lied. That's the funniest thing about the whole shit. If she would have come up to me like right there and been like, yo, you hurt my feelings, I'd have been like, you know how I am. I'd have been like, yo, my bad, yo, let me buy you a drink. I'm sorry, mommy. I had no idea that you were going through life-altering and threatening surgeries and shit.
Right.
All you gotta do is let a motherfucker know what's going on.
That is crazy.
Instead, you left to get some love on your GoFundMe because that's what that was. You know what I mean? You was trying to get more money for your shit. I know because I felt bad. I gave a little donation and shit to see what's going on. That's why when I tell people all that shit, like I mean that shit. When I tell people, yo, I've already been through it.
Right.
I've already been through it.
Wow.
I've already, like when you see comedians like, oh man, motherfucker, I've had death threats already. So calm the fuck. When you have motherfuckers from South Dakota coming looking for you, then talk to me. When you got rifles in your fucking showroom, then come talk to me.
You know, that's the thing also.
So that's what they would get me.
The key to responding to death threats is you just got to log off for 48 hours. 48 hours, man. You know who taught me that? Ari Shafir. I got to get Ari on this show. Ari sat there and made tweets about Kobe Bryant. Left Twitter for 2 days. Everyone fucking forgot. All right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, mine was 3 weeks. That it was a concentrated effort. I have all the Facebook messages saved, and all that shit is saved. So just in case something does happen, they know where to start looking.
Dig it. All right, man. Well, thank you so much, man, for weighing in. My bad. You about to say something else?
Nah, man, no. Oh, and what they will remember me for, what they will remember me for would be being living proof of the fact that talent don't mean shit unless you put the work in. I'm on every top 5 list of he should have done something. And I'm like, yo, but you want me to get up early in the morning? I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's so fucked up, man. Like, yo, look at this talented, unambitious motherfucker right here. He got Karen 3 years ago. All right, that's crazy.
Still recovering, baby. Still here. Thanks, man.
All right, thank you so much, man. That is
no doubt. Peace,
man. Yo, anybody else, man? I'm about to pull Conrad, and I hope Conrad has actually thought about this, man. Like, what would you? He's not in here. What would you guys? I got 5 minutes left. Does anybody know what else they would be fucking canceled for? Like, what would you be remembered for? I know if I got remembered, if I was to be killed by the police and they had to, slander my character and big me up, people gonna big me up to be like, yo, he was funny, he was a good dude, he took care of people. Oh shit, I don't think I can bring you back in, Conrad. I see you in the room. He took care of people, but yeah, he definitely I stole a lot of shit when I was a kid. I stole a lot. You know what I mean? Like I was, just a bad thief. What else did I do? Wait till you see this bar in the south. Definitely any of my audio like this of defending or at least trying to get people to look at it this way when it comes to racism or anything like that, be an open mind, they would slander me on that shit. Dude, like if they would tell Black Lives Matter to, no, not this one. This dude was barely even black. Like, that's the way they're going to figure. And I'm not. I'm Hasid. Coming in late to work. You love the bush. You guys were slandering me for loving the bush? For loving the bush? Really? So I guess you're a Georgia peach. You're bald. Is that what you're telling me? There's no bush? You gotta, like, that's where you get the chemical. That's where the chemical reaction is. You know what I mean? That's why dogs can smell each other from across the street because of a bush. I like that. Ball. Conrad, I got 1 minute left in this live. If the cops murdered you and they had to march, what characteristic would the public use to slander you so that we wouldn't march on your behalf?
I'm the most condescending cunt that's ever lived. I don't know. Yeah, this is a good conversation. Let's save it for the next one. But Dave, let me show you this bar here. I'm here in Charleston. Look at this
Yeah.
bar.
All right, hurry up. We got 48 seconds. All right. So we'll see the rest of you guys. Show us the bar. We'll see everybody Thursday, 10 o'clock, same time, same station. Oh, wow. Look at that fucking place there, dude. It's crazy. It's
Yo,
empty. How much are beers? $1?
you see it though, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yo, that's why I left New York, man. This is crazy. But this was a great show. Everybody was that was great, man. That was great. And I know we don't have enough time to do, but let's save some of it for later. Let's save that topic. Why would you be a martyr, and why would people come to your defense? That's a fucking great topic.
All right. So get your responses ready. We'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good night,
All right, man.
everybody.
Great to see you, Dave. See you soon.